Oh, yeah, really got some communication from SBI. That's right.
You've got to be quick here. Jerry Collins. Universal Studios are here as well.
Oh, well done.
Some sort of fits it in my ears.
Yeah. I'd better avoid the Rosa Parks jokes.
Oh yes, that's right.
Not that close.
We're just going to try and even it out a bit.
Just lost the front.
There we go. That's better.
Fine.
Leave it here. Just charge it. So it should be fine.
Kia ora Dave, kia ora everybody, welcome to Jerry Collins Stadium for this Hurricanes Regional First 15 semi-final between Palmerston North Boys High School and Scots College. This is a contest to advance towards the National Top 4 Championship, which is held at the Rugby Institute in Palmerston North in September. And this is the regional semi-final stage featuring Palmerston North Boys High School, who was second in the Super 8 out of the Central North Island teams in that series, and Scots College, who won the Wellington final so dramatically at this venue 2015 against St Pat Silverstream last Sunday. You mentioned Nihi Milner-Scudder in your build-up, Dave. Nihi Milner-Scudder joins Keith Quinn and John Macbeth at a charity rugby dinner at the Tony Workman's Club tonight. The All Black Wing is one of the three speakers at that event, raising funds for the Tiamanga Hospice. There's still 30 tickets left. Make sure you purchase one for $50, where you get a 3-course meal and 2 drinks, and get to listen to those 3 iconic rugby personalities. Well, you just log on to the Tony Workman's Club website, tonyworkmansclub.co.nz, or turn up to the assigned venue on Uday Street before 6 o'clock. Canterbury hadn't lost 2 games in a row since 2003, and now they've lost 3 in a row. The last time Canterbury lost 3 in a row, the Macarena was popular, so that's a very significant result for Wellington. Really, the game was decided with that burst of scoring early in the second half. Xavier Numeris, Apple Moore and Alex Fido finally running with gusto and effectiveness, and Wellington, despite doing their best to concede victory at the end, were worthy victors because their forward pack finally fronted up with a decent display, and there was some good backline play from Vince Arso with his try in the first half. I suspect so, because Wellington's season was at stake really. 3 losses or 3 undefeated games to start the season really is not a position you want to be in. The 9-10 championship is only very short, only a 10-game season. Thanks, Dave. This is Palmerston North Boys High School against Scots College, a Hurricanes regional semi-final, live on Te Puka o Te Ika, 1161 AM and 87.6 FM. Scots College are the Wellington champions with a 16-2 record this season. They started their season way back in May when they actually played Palmerston North Boys High School and scored a narrow victory by 35-31. The visiting school had a disastrous start to their Super 8 campaign, defeated by the top 2 sides, Hastings Boys High School 40-7 and Hamilton Boys High School 45-6. But since then, they've been in a rich run of form, winning 5 consecutive matches to end that competition. And last Saturday, they defeated Nathan Boys High School by 16-12 in a regional quarter-final to reach the showdown with Scots College. Palmerston North Boys High School was founded in 1902. There are over 1,800 pupils at the school. There's a boarding residence as well, and it's the home of recent All Blacks Ngani Lamapi and Jackson Hamopo. Palmerston North Boys High School have made the national top four final twice in 1996 and 1997. They lost on both occasions to Kelston Boys High School and Wesley College respectively. The present Irish coach Joe Schmidt was Palmerston North's mentor in those 5 years. With me this afternoon is Te Puka Otieka regular and Premier 1 referee Brad Hudson. Brad, Scots against Palmerston North, less than 3 weeks away from the national top four championship. This should be a close game. Where's it going to be won and lost?
Well, Adam, kia ora all to all our listeners this afternoon. Where this game is going to be won or lost is pretty much who has the better backline, who can play as a team. The Scots College last week, they won last week's final against Silverstream, but they only really won it on certain individuals such as Sage Shaw Tate and Webster Nonu. And then the forward pack, particularly at scrum time, was found out by Silverstream. As for Palmerston North Boys, they played Silverstream in their annual traditional this year, and they actually beat Silverstream, first time in a while, but their forwards did the job at them. In particular for their forwards, we're looking at Tupu Tupu and Tawao, who will be really strong. But you watch their flankers, Wynnum and Henson, they are going to be extremely ones to watch in the forward pack. But fullback in particular is Ruben Love, who's had a stellar season for the Palmerston North Boys High School first 15. So if Palmerston North get their forwards rolling and shut down the backs in Scots College, I think Palmerston North will win a close one here as Scots College come into the field.
There is an absence of breeze and clear skies at Jerry Collins Stadium this afternoon as Scots College trot out onto the field, led out by their skipper Sage Shaw Tate, introducing the local outfit. Sione Yuhi is at Noosa prop, Sussy Ba'a in his 51st game at hooker, and Jonty Bird at tight head prop. He's the younger brother of the Wellington Lions tight head Alex Fido. The locks are Dominic Ropetti and Mia Tina Schmidt. The year 11 is already 6'3" and 98 kilos. The loose forward trio for Scots is Isaac Silo, scored a try last Sunday. Cody Lokatui and Sione Halalino, year 12 from Tonga, already packing in at 100 kgs. The halves of Hurai Stewart and Orion Carlolo, who really struggled with his kicking game last week. The wings are Eric Lawson and Aidan Hammond. Lawson scored 2 tries in the semi-final against St Pat's Town. Sage Shaw Tate and Ethan Webster Nonu are the midfield pairing. Webster Nonu scored 2 tries here on Sunday, and he's the nephew of Mata Nonu, the famous All Black. And at fullback is Roderick Solo, who appears for the 51st time in his 4th season with the Scots College first 15. The Palmerston North Boys High School lineup. At fullback is Ruben Love, the New Zealand under-18 holding representative last year. Jaden Keelan and Kalani Granta on the wings. The midfield is Chance Marlowe and Jack Trotter. Great rugby name, that one. The halves are Curtis Heapy and Matthew Aldridge. The number 8 is the head prefect of the college, Ethan Johnson. And the remaining loose forwards are Sione Whakakau and Ben Luai. The locks are Tom Hansen and Jack Wenham, and the front row is very large. Raymond Tupu, Bryn Gordon the captain, and Massa Taito. Palmerston North are laying down a haka challenge for Scots College. They will be defending the southern end of Jerry Collins Stadium in the first half. Palmerston North are coloured in blue and white hoops. Scots in their traditional red, white and black shorts. Palmerston North Boys High School had a terrible season last year. They were beaten 100-0 by Hastings Boys High School, 71-0 by St Pat's Silverstream, but they've really turned their fortunes around and won 5 games in Super 8, beating Nicholas Boys High School 17-4, Taylor Boys College 43-21, Rotorua Boys High School 29-24, Marky Boys High School 27-15, and last week they accounted for Napier again by 16-12. They've also beaten Wellington College 33-12, St Pat's Silverstream 21-15, and St Pat's Town 31-14 for this season. Palmerston North Boys High School had 15 All Blacks overall, and their most recent unbeaten season was way back in 1966, when they won 24 games in a row. Polite applause as the haka for Palmerston North Boys High School concludes. The ball is placed on halfway, and the officials make their way into position. Tell us about this afternoon's referees, Brad Hudson.
Well, our referee for this afternoon is Jack Sargentina. The weather certainly fits his haircut. It is glowing out there. He's certainly pretty bright himself, Jack Sargentina. His father Scott is smiling. Good to see his son out there refereeing well. And our assistant referees today are Matt Thomas, and I believe it also might be... Yeah, we'll find out the person out. Oh, Daniel Bagdon. Oh, yes, that's why we can see a short person out there like an Ewok.
Daniel Mangan has been described as an Ewok, and Jack Sargentina, today's referee, looks like Barney with liposuction in that purple jumper. Curtis Heaphy is the Palmerston North Boys High School first 5'8", wearing distinctive navy blue headgear. Scots College slumped to a 10-0 deficit last week before Ethan Webster-Nonu poached a bounce on halfway and sprinted 50 metres to score. Hurricanes regional semi-final, Palmerston North Boys High School and Scots College is underway. Heaphy with a high kick-off directed towards the Scots 22. Scots have fumbled the ball straight away, and Palmerston North ferried inside the 22 and are eventually stopped in midfield. And Scots College knocked the ball on from the dispute for possession at the kick-off. No advantage crew from the slow recycling of possession from the ruck. So the first scrum of the game will take place 10 metres in from touch, 5 metres outside the 22. And Brad, Scots College struggled at scrum time last week. They've made a change at Loosehead with Sione Uhi replacing Blake Rogers, who conceded 3 penalties in the first half. Palmerston North with Taito Gordon, their captain, and Tupo very strong in this facet of the game.
Oh, certainly are, Adam, and this first scrum will be a good indicator to see how these two big four packs go to each other. The Palmerston North boys' front row is huge, but they've earned a penalty against them for collapsing, so Sargentina hot on the whistle early.
Stacey Va'a is the Scots hooker. He's in his 51st game this afternoon. They call him the Boat. He's built like one. Uncompromising figure in his 4th season of first 15 rugby, as Orion Carlolo finds touch midway halfway in 10-metre mark Palmerston North territory. Scott's clearances for touch last week were almost comical. They missed the line 8 times. Scott's line-out though functions very efficiently. Ropetti and Schmidt are the locks, but this time they employ Silo, the blindside flanker, and a clean break has been made by Ethan Webster-Nonu. Short take is toppled, 15 metres out from the line. He rises quickly to his feet again and drives to within 5 of the Palmerston North line. Carlolo, short pass to Webster-Nonu, clobbered by Ruai. 10 from the grandstand touchline, 5 metres out from goal. Carlolo to Sione Halalilo, and the number 8 is grounded, 6 metres short of the line. Scott's playing at a very fast pace early as Va'a thunders to within 4 of the goalposts. Shut down, 10 in from a touch. Tina Schmidt crashes into Hansen. Scots College, 5 metres out from the line, just to the right of the post. Carlolo, wide for Silo. Inside for Sage short take. He's covered swiftly by the Palmerston North defence. Scots though 10 metres out from the line. Bird rumbles it forward, met strongly by Johnson. Centre field 10 metres out from the Palmerston North goal line. Solo up from fullback. Wide pass for Halalilo. Stops down the left wing side. And goes for Wakatui. And Wakatui stretches out and touches down in the corner. So that's an emphatic beginning by Scots College. The break by Ethan Webster-Nonu, and then the support from Sage short take, continuity, patience, hole found, try scored.
Fantastic back line moves by Scots College, using their strong forwards well, breaking up and creating those gaps, feeding off that good line out drive they had. An excellent try there for Scots College, the open scoring here at Porirua College. Sorry, not Porirua College, we're at Porirua Park at the JC, Jerry Collins Stadium. Let's get that right. There's Kalolo lining up the conversion here. His radar was all over the show on Sunday, Adam. Kalolo, he was pretty bad at the boot, but also couldn't find touch.
He's a very fine player though, Orion Carlolo. Hurricanes under 18 selection this year. The kick is on the way, but it stayed out to the right of the post, so no success for the year 12, but Scots College off to a brisk start here, leading by 5-0. The try scorer, Cody Lokatui, is only year 11, 90 kilos. He's been in the first 15 already for 2 years, so that means he made it in his first year of high school. He was a Wellington under-16B representative last year. They won the tourney in Masterton. And with early form like that, he's putting his hands up for the A's. Palmerston North Boys High School, down by 5-0 was Hippie. 71 kilo first 5/8 restarts, and the ball is caught on the fly by Ba'a. He goes to ground. 10 out from the 22. Tima Schmidt stampedes up the middle, tackled by Johnson. 15 short of halfway in centre field. Johnny Bird, second receiver, tackled by Jack Trotter. 10 out from halfway. A bump and run by Roderick Solo. Dribbles the ball 10 metres inside the Palmerston North half. Ruben Love fields and propels a kick 5 outside the Scots 22, taken by Carl Lolo. Lawson, the diminutive winger, to Webster Nonu. He's sprightly this afternoon. He avoids 4 tackles, reaches the halfway mark, links with Tima Schmidt. Solo jinking down the wing, caught by Keelan. 2 in from the grandstand touchline at halfway. Webster Nonu, Carl Lolo, Jonty Bird, static at first receiver. Ducks his head and ploughs into the Palmerston North defence. Stewart, short pass for Va'a is tackled by his opposite Gordon at the halfway mark. Orion Carlolo with a kick 5 metres inside his own half to the Palmerston North 22. That's caught on the full by Ruben Love, 20 metres out from his own line. And Love claims the mark and settles the frantic proceedings down here at Jerry College Stadium. 5-0 in favour of Scots College. Ruben Love is one of the key figures for Palmerston North this afternoon. He's in his 3rd year of first 15 ranking. His brother Logan Love is on the bench. Love from his 22 clearance has found touch on the halfway mark, grandstand side of the field, but to throw to the line out. Resembles Jules Whitfield from Pulp Fiction. Plays with similar venom as well. Scots College top 4 in Wellington 7 times in the last 8 years. Va'a throws Palmerston North and Pilford. This one, Aldrich the halfback, crashes into Yuhi, and Palmerston North with their first use of the ball. Ruben Love has it at halfway, scurries over the 10 metre mark, links with Kalani Grant, and Grant is shut down at the 10 metre mark. Scots territory. Fakaka with his first carry, he's driven backwards by Halalilo. The Palmerston North regroup quickly and recycle the ball at the 10 metre mark, Scots territory. Taito is the loose head prop. He's 136 kilos, pulled down bravely by Ropeti. In midfield, 45 metres out from the line. Ruben Love up from fullback, tackled by Webster Nonu, through an intercept pass. So Scots reverse into attack, 10 out from halfway. But then they conceded the penalty, Brad. 5-0, Scots leading, Palmerston North penalty, 10 metres inside Scots territory.
Yes, and referee Sergeant T there has ruled that Scots were going off their feet in attacking position. Broke down, so you can't do that. You've got to be on your feet. So really laying his standard early. We talked about venom before, Adam. We're having a good discussion about mosquitoes this morning. They certainly can be quite dangerous as Palmerston North Boys High School go for the penalty attempt here.
5-0, and Ruben Love is lining up a penalty from 42 metres out, 10 metres in from the far touchline. He's a prodigious goal kicker, the leading point scorer for the past 2 years for the Boys High first 15. He's also the goal kicker for New Zealand under-18 multi-side last year, who beat the Barbarians on this ground by 20-15, and then beat Fiji in a very violent match 6 days later. Ruben Love approaches the tee, strikes the ball. He's hooked this one away to the left though, and the bounce favours Roderick Solo, 5 metres out from his own line, and Solo propels a kick down to Love at the 10 metre mark, his own territory. His headgear has fallen off as Love scurries to the halfway mark, bounces away from Halalino, but stumbles to the surface. Midfield, 40 metres away from the Scots line. The first 5-8 was Heapy. He's got an explosive turn of pace, but he's shut down in a 2-man tackle, isolated, and Scots win the penalty. Good defence by Scots College on that occasion. It was Tima Schmidt extracting the turnover. Here's CP, as Male 2 over 16 representative, who says his favourite subject is calculus. Ryan Carlola from the penalty is found touch 5 metres inside Palmerston North territory. It's 5-0 in favour of Scots College. Solo from Fiji, they call him Ice. She has the same nickname as Michael Jones, number 6 for the Scots, who have won the line out and is spreading the ball vibrantly in the back line. Lawson, he's a flyer, 22 metres out. Lawson is tipped over in a desperate tackle by Marlowe, but he managed to keep the ball in, and Scots try and recycle it. Dogs around the carcass at the breakdown, and it appears that Palmerston North have gained possession, although Scots plough in with a second surge of resistance. Palmerston North composed though, handle the ball through their halfback Aldridge, and it's scrambled as a touch by Hesney. 15 metres out from the line. Well, terrific solo. Brad, he was in outstanding form last Sunday. Created the second try for Webster Nottingham by boldly running the ball like he did on that occasion. It's 5 points to 0. About 10 minutes play. Va'a throws to the line now. Tina Schmidt uncontested at the front. Hallalilo has knocked it on. They attempted the Tony Woodcock move, but it ended unfavourably for Scots. So Palmerston North will have a defensive scrum. 10 in from the grandstand touchline. 20 metres out from goal. It's at 5 points to 0. I'd like to say hello to my friend William Finlay, who's listening to this broadcast today. On the top of the mountain in Queenstown. He's stopped skiing to listen in to this match. His brother Michael played in the 2014 National Championship winning Scots First 15 and is an infinitely better player. 5 points to 0. Scrum packs down. Scots apply a huge squeeze, but Palmerston North scrambled away through Johnson, the head prefect. He's smothered by Hallalilo. 15 metres out from the line, Healy retreats for Love, kicks beyond the challenge of Solo, and finds the line 5 out from the 22. Still deep inside his own territory. Scott's start has been very polished here. They scored 520 points in the Wellington Championships and are capable of cutting many defences to smithereens. Their largest victory of the season is 80-7 against Hibs. They beat Wellington College by a staggering scoreline of 59-20. Scots have won two line-out possession again. Palolo to Hallalilo, storming in the midfield. Beautiful pass to short tape. Toppled by Heapy, midfield, 25 metres out from the line. Hallalilo to Kalolo, Solo up in the line. That sounds like a Dr. Zeus novel there. Solo stumbles to within 15 of the line. He was only partially tackled and carried on. Va'a goes to the surface, midfield 20 metres out from the line. Stewart, short take. Webster Nolu across field. Silo strides. Tina Schmidt has Lawson with them. Medical from Scots. Champagne from Scots. 10-0 to Scots.
Well, Scots College again using their back line effectively, and Lawson scores. He's been a try-scoring machine for Scots this year. So against St. Pat's Town in their Wellington Premiership semi-final, he scored a hat-trick of tries that afternoon. So excellent work there by Scots College. Their game plan is working very well. They are moving the big forwards of Palmerston North boys around. So this is very unlike Palmerston North boys, Adam. As well as on Te Puko today, we're also live streaming again on the Huddy Sports Facebook page, and also in partnership with the Sideline app as well. We do a lot of sports coverage as well. I can tell you, Adam, we've got over 100 people watching this coverage at the moment online.
Look out, Warner Brothers, we're coming to get you. 10-0. Scots College leading, and Kalolo with a conversion attempt from basically the same place as the last one was. The first one went out to the right, this one has it drifted out to the left. So the score remains 10-0 to Scots, and Lawson, the flyer, is in again. They call him JK after the great All Black winger John Kerwin. He's only year 11 as well. 10 of the Scots starting 15 from last Sunday's final are eligible to return to school next year. Lawson has a background in touch. He's from Blenheim originally. Eric Lawson. Ruben Love has replaced Heapy as the kick-off architect for Palmerston North Boys High School. And this is a disaster for Palmerston North Boys High School. The left winger, Kalani Grant, has overrun the kick. And has been penalised for offside, so it's an attacking scrum for Scots midfield halfway, and they can operate with a split back line, and it's likely to head in the Lawson direction the way he's playing at the moment, though Ethan Webster-Nonu is blindsided an option for the 8-9 with Halalilo and Stewart.
Well, Palmerston North are probably just glad they don't have Tim O'Connor as headmaster anymore, because he probably flogged them on Monday for that mistake. But another big scrum here for Palmerston North Boys High School. Can they sort out their issues they've had at scrum time against Scots?
Roderick Solo, the fullback, is feeding the scrum here. Good scrum from Palmerston North Boys High School, forces Halalilo to carry, but he barges over the top of a would-be defender and crashes to ground 40 metres out from the Palmerston North line. Silo to Tina Smith, the giraffe in midfield is shackled by Tupo Tupo. 40 metres out from the line in centre field, Carlolo, Webster-Nonu, Silo ranging wide, and then he throws a loose pass which has been knocked forward by Scots College, so Palmerston North will have a scrum, 10 out from halfway, 10 in from touch. The score is 10-0 to Scots after 15 minutes of play. So the winner of this game will play Hastings Boys High School in the Hurricanes regional final, and the winner of that match will proceed to the top four. Hastings beat Simpat Silverstream today by 37-10. It was 10 apiece at half time, but Hastings running away with that contest in the second half to book their place in the Hurricanes final for the third consecutive year. Hastings won the top four in 2017. They were beaten by Napier, who were beaten by St Peter's College of Auckland last year. Stable scrum for Palmerston North Boys High School. That's one facet of their game that is working thus far. Ruben Love makes a kick at the 10-metre mark, floats it into Nathan Pastor, down towards the Scots 22. Solo rushes across. He's flattened by Grant. Isolated in a 1-on-3, but Scots recover quickly. Short tape, scrambles a pass back for Carlolo. Carlolo hacks it down to halfway. The ball dribbles to the 10-metre mark. Taken by Hickey, pivots 180 degrees, rushes over the 10-metre mark, reaches halfway, breaks the tackle line. Stewart caught by Solo, 5 metres inside Scots territory. Hickey to Johnson, the head boy, tackled by Tima Schmidt. 5 metres inside Scots territory. Taito is built like a Sherman tank, runs into Va'a. At the 10-metre mark, Hickey sells a dummy. He's the fluid runner in the 10 jersey for Palmerston North Boys High School, tackled by Va'a. The halfback is Aldridge, strangled in the tackle by Short Tape. 10 in from the grandstand touchline, 40 metres shy of the Scots goal line. Taito, tackled by Tima Schmidt at the 10-metre mark. Number 7 is Bakakart, the open side flanker. And now it's been shelled by Taito. So the difference there in the attack grab, Palmerston North Boys High School calling their skyscraper props to try and bludgeon Scots close to the ruck. Scots transferring the ball swiftly and precisely to the edge and really finding space rather than man.
Well, exactly right. You know, the first opportunity they've had of the ball have attacked for quite a while. And they're still trying to be a bit, they're struggling a bit there as well. And so they coughed up the ball there, knocked it on. So no mistakes there. It's just a bit of concerns here for number 7 from Palmerston North Boys High School. So referee Sargentino calls time off. Here's, well actually I don't think there was concerns, they're just trying to find his mouth guard. He's back in the action. But those Palmerston North Boys High School really do need to let's try and get their structures back in play. We know they can actually play well. They beat Napier Boys this year in the Palmerston Banner, which they hadn't won for a long time out.
Palmerston Banner started in 1904. It's New Zealand's oldest secondary school rugby trophy. Not the oldest fixture. That accolade belongs to Otago Boys and Christ College, but the Palmerston Banner has been contested since 1904. The Palmerston North won it this year by 27-15. Scots have won the scrum though. And halfway, a clean break by Lawson. 10-metre mark, approaching the 22. Beautiful pass to Webster-Nonu of age 1. Caught 5 metres out from the line. Palmerston North's defence is fragmented. Scots have multiple numbers to the left. Instead they go right to Solo, crawling towards the line. He's a metre short. Scots on the 5x5. Webster-Nonu flings himself forward and crashes in. So that's 15-0. And Eric Lawson continues to dazzle. And Martinonu's nephew is on the scoreboard.
Well, he certainly is, and he has just got the power and guts so like his uncle. Nonu, Webster Nonu, who scored 2 quick tries in the first half of last week's Wellington Premiership final. In the space of about 5 minutes, they really did turn the game for a little bit there. But still, Australia did come back. But Webster Nonu is definitely a talent to watch out for in the future of rugby. No doubt he may get as high honours as his uncle did out.
He was in the New Zealand secondary schools team last year, and the MasterCard man is a frequent visitor to Scots now. With runs like that, he can Webster Nonu with try number 3, and it's already 15-0 as Ryan Carlolo lines up the conversion attempt. Can he slot one? This one 15 metres in, 22 metres out. It's in the air, straight and through. So it's 17-0 to Scots after 19 minutes. Palmerston North shell-shocked and really struggling to contain this rampant Scots team, who they suffered defeat twice this year. They were beaten 20-19 by Hastings Boys High School in the Transit Series in May. They lost 31-7 to St Kennigan's College in April in an annual Presbyterian Quadrangular tournament. St Kennigan's today contesting the Auckland final against King's College, the scholarship showdown in the City of Sales, as Ruben Love restarts for the 4th time in the game. And Palmerston North have extracted the kickoff. Can they build some pressure with possession and territory and make some inroads on the scoreboard? Palmerston North, midfield, 35 metres out from the line. Ruwai in the headgear carries it up to within 10 of the 22. Palmerston North's attack, in contrast to Scots, is very one out in pedestrian. Hippie has been vibrant though. On it goes for Ruben Love. They need to involve this guy. He throws a beautiful pass, which was fumbled by a Palmerston North player and intercepted by Lawson. Scots College, 15 metres out from their own line and not hesitating to attack. Saito has it on the wing. He's like a Fijian sevens player. Caught this time though, but he unloads to Webster Nonu, and Webster Nonu gallops outside the 22 by 10 metres. Grounded in centre field. Scots using the ball beautifully. Short take shuffles along to Haralino. Dummies to Lawson, and then he bumps aside a defender caught by Marlow. 10 out from halfway, solo to Jonty Byrne. He's not built like a back, he's built like a rhinoceros. Takes it to ground, 10 out from halfway. Stewart crawling forward, gains a metre. Tackled by Fakaka, 5 metres out from halfway. In centre field, Stewart the halfback. Bay Penny Roland Mills representative. Here is Carlolo running. He's belted by Taito. That one hurt. And Scots momentum the stall. 5 out from halfway. Tina Schmidt lobs it to the wing where Aidan Hammond has it. He's hardly touched the ball. He's over the ball by Jack Trotter and a contingent of Palmerston North defenders. Scots scramble it to ground and Solo intervenes at first 5, offloads off the ground, sending Will Williams down for the support player. Scots at halfway in centre field. Stewart, that's a wonderful pass to Carlolo. Short take is barreled in a strong tackle by Johnson. The ball ricochets 10 metres backwards, recovered by Carlolo, who also has it again. Flash lightning hits. He's tackled by Marlow, who knocks the ball sideways in his attempt to get it. For the first time, he gets it on the second attempt, tackled by short take, unloads for the captain, Brent Gordon, runs across field like a Flintstone, tackled by Tyson, midfield, 45 metres up from the line. Gordon is isolated, Scots with a penalty for hanging on. It's 17-0 after 22 minutes. Scots ahead of Palmerston North boys.
Well, there's good work there by Scots College, and particularly Big Jonty Bird, heavily involved there. He did the winning penalty for holding on, but he has gone down into a bit of cramp. So definitely the fast-paced game of Scots College is definitely having a bit of effect, because they played quite a slow rugby game against Australia last week.
Johnson might have stitched the way that Scots have started here. He's the younger brother of Alex Fido, scored a try for Wellington against Canterbury last night. Alex Fido was a sensation of the first 15 players. Scots, 49 tries in 60 games, all of them in the front row. And in fact, Alex Fido's socks were so big that they had none that fitted in the uniform shop. And the Scots College socks are actually made by a London manufacturer and imported back to Strathmore. And it costs £75 per shipment of socks. So instead of importing a specialised pair for Alex Fido, one of the mothers of the boys in the first 15 minutes at Alex Fido, specially made socks, and for a month or so, he was the only boy allowed to wear his socks down. Alex Fido, one of very fine regular alumni from Scots College. While we have a break to play, we can talk about some of those great personalities. Money Jensen, William Thompson, Peter, he played 48 games for the first 15. Each scored 32 tries. How's that for telepathic understanding? And they've had 3 All Blacks from school as well. And most recent Victor Vito, World Cup winner in 2011, and absolutely slaying in France, European Player of the Year last year. 17-0 was the score. Scots over Palmerston Boys High School. This injury concern for John Bird continues. Rises gingerly to his feet. On my back up for John Bird. He's 30 kilos. They call him JB. He's under 16 representative last year. 17-0, 55 in the halves in secondary school rugby. Stop penalty, 15 out from halfway.
Well, speaking about extra tight clothing, especially made last night's referee for the Wellington Lions fixture, Keith, to fit an extra large pair of shorts and almost split. He kept wearing them because there was no other sizes, so he was a bit worried about being down when he was having to avoid trying them.
17-0, Scots leading High School. Scots long press dance on the field. 10 from the 22. Boys to Stewart clears, Carlola along. Halloilo, the storming number 8. Axis with the pass to North midfield. Restrained, 35 metres out from the line. Short take. Webster Donoghue spirals wide to Johnson. He's a flyer as well. Comes to North shut. The deleted winger down. 10 out from the 22. And now Palmerston North have won a turnover. That's a reprieve for the visitors as Ruben Love makes a clearance. 10 out from his own 22 centre field. Caught by Webster Donoghue. 10 out from halfway in centre field. Fires it to Halloilo. Here's Lawson again. 10 to the mark. Jabs a kick forward inside the 22. And Ruben Love falls the tumbling mark. He's got a very good pair of hands. Ruben Love is actually a New Zealand under-19 cricket representative as well. Taps the ball, makes the dispatch for Heapy. Ample time to make this clearance, but that's a shank. And it finds touch. 30 metres out from halfway. 17-0, Scots leading Palmerston North Boys High School. 11 minutes remaining until half-time.
Well, last night it was a privilege to be able to call the Wellington under-19s versus the Wellington Hurricanes Heartlands under-20s. With Arnold GNC, what a great experience it was.
The 19s won that game by 82-7, featuring their match against Hawke's Bay at this ground next Saturday. Ethan Webster Donoghue has it, 40 metres out from the line. He's evaded multiple defenders, running and dancing like Fred Astaire. He's 30 metres out from the line, and he lost the ball. Timely tackle day by the retreating Palmerston North winger Keeler, but Webster Donoghue is really putting these Palmerston North defenders in a tangle and showcasing the kind of skill that had him selected for the New Zealand team last year. He played most of 2018 on the wing, Brad, but he looks very at home at centre.
Oh, he certainly does, and centre seems to be where he's going to go forward in his rugby career. He's very strong in his partnership there with Sage Tate. He's another fantastic player to watch, but also a fantastic sporting pedigree. Taking example, the New Zealand to retire professional team.
His grandmother Naomi Shaw was the captain of the Black Sox who won the World Championships in 1982. Kerry Shaw, also a New Zealand softball representative. Palmerston North showing some promise with this backline attack. Advanced the ball 15 metres to win 5 of the Scots half. Johnny Bird makes a strong tackle on the next carry up. But Palmerston North are 40 metres out from the line in centre field. He sells a dummy. He's smashed by Webster Donoghue and isolated too. Manages to recycle for Hippie. Here's Taito, tackled by Halloilo. 45 metres out from the line in centre field, and that's a penalty. And that's a Taito, number 1 for Palmerston North Boys High School. Believe it or not, he's in 1 or 2 under 16s. He's already 136 kilos, which in the old measurements is roughly 18 stone. Penalty for Palmerston North. 40 metres out from the line. And Ruben Love has kicked it into touch. 15 metres out from the Scots line. Wilson acrobatically almost prevented the ball from going out. Palmerston North have a chance to utilise their lineup. They have excellent lock balls. Jack Wenham is in his first year of first 15 rugby. He's a prefect of the college. And Tom Hanson, who they call Boris, is representing Manawatu to hockey, swimming and rugby. Short line out call for Palmerston North Boys High School. Gordon throws, Hanson secures, Aldridge clears, the ball in the Palmerston North backs now. Ruben Maho, back sells a dummy, evades Winston on him, jabs a kick out wide for the corner, which is covered by Scott, so there will be a 22 drop out, and Roger has taken it quickly and been toppled by a player in offside position. Ruben Love. 17 points to 0. This is stop in proceedings. Well, Tom Hanson playing lock for Palmerston North Boys High School this afternoon. He's the son of Bruce Hanson. He's one of the real characters of New Zealand rugby, Brad. Bruce Hanson was twice an All Black trialist, and he was one of the last guys to play against all 27 unions in New Zealand. He played for Manawatu, Wairarapa, Bush, Hawke's Bay, and he played against all 27 unions. Bruce Hanson, and now his son Tom Hanson, who wants to study engineering next year, living up to that fine family's name.
Oh, that's a fantastic honour, and particularly when you've got a father who's played against all the provincial unions, that's outstanding. But yeah, and it's very hard in this day and age of rugby that we don't get to see. More provincial rugby games. Of course, it's dominated mainly by Super Rugby and Test Rugby, but it's always a joy to watch NPC and Heartland Rugby.
7 minutes until half-time. Scots 17, Palmerston North Boys High School 0. Sage short take, crashes into Kalani ground at the 10-metre mark. More or less in centre field. Stewart right for Carlolo. That's a low pass, which is well collected by Tina Schmidt. Such a fine athlete. Bounces into Wenham. Scots 10 out from halfway. Carlolo wide for Silo. This free-running blindside flanker apprehended swiftly by Palmerston North, but retains possession. Carlolo dummies and speared heavily into the surface by Tupo. And that's yet another penalty against Palmerston North Boys High School. Down 17-0, not helping themselves with their discipline.
No, certainly not. They have been under pressure with this game, but their discipline has let them down, particularly what we just saw before, just when they were going to go out, Scots were going to go out for the 22 dropout, and one of the Palmerston North players took it out, which resulted in a penalty. So they really do need to sort out their discipline. They have been under the cosh, but they've really got to sort that discipline out.
Ryan Carlolo has advanced play to the 10-metre mark, Palmerston North Boys High School territory from that penalty. But throw to the line out. Tina Schmidt, the likely option. Soars high and wins two-handed again. Stewart clears. Carlolo on for Halolilo. They use him in midfield a lot today. Batted away from two tackles, shut down by Keelan. 40 metres out from the line. A ruck form. Stewart pivots, releases for Solo up from full-back, spins 90 degrees, shrugs away from multiple defenders, grounded by Trotter. 10 out from the 22. Carlolo for Va'a. The hooker spills the ball this time. He tries to catch it with his knuckles backwards, and that's what caused the spillage. Half an hour play at Jerry Collins Stadium. It's 17-0. The Scots College over Palmerston North Boys High School. Palmerston North have a defensive scrum. 10 shy of halfway. Their halfback is Billy Aldridge. And his father played for Manawatu of the same name. Number 8 and head prefect is Johnson. He's been a Manawatu representative since the age of 14. Palmerston North scrum is in retreat this time. Scots twist it to the side, but Johnson comes away with it. And links with Love, the fullback, and he's caught by Lawson at halfway. Lawson's having a blinder this afternoon. Scored a try, made a breakout, which led to another one. Palmerston North have left the ball unprotected at the ruck. Scots have poured through and pilfered possession through Va'a, but Jack Sargentina spotted something illegal.
Well, we just ruled that the Palmerston North player had rights to the ball and won the turnover. So Scots there just didn't have the proper support and they got penalised for holding on.
Ruben Love from the penalty has found touch 25 metres out from the Scots line, grandstand side of the field. Gordon to throw to the line-out. He's the captain of Palmerston North, who once again employed the short option, so they're obviously not keen on the drive, which has been a strength of their play this season. Clean ball off the top for Palmerston North Boys High School. Kalani Grant is in jersey 12, toppled by Halolino. Midfield, 22 metres out from the line. Palmerston North slow to arrive at the ruck. Scots contest vigorously, but Palmerston North recycle and advance the ball forward to the 20-metre mark. Number 4 is Jack Wenham. The lanky lock forward, tackled by Halolino, 20 metres out from the line in midfield. Stack ball again for Palmerston North. Taito rumbles ahead, tackled by Butler. This is Mupeta from Palmerston North. They congregate together tightly and advance the play to within 15 metres of the Scots goal line. It's hardly enterprising attack. It's not glamorous, but it's effective as Taito carries again, unloads for Johnson. He's only a metre short when caught by Solo over the ball. Turnover. And now back check from Palmerston North. So Sargentina advances the penalty 10 metres. And Scots will clear 10 out from their own line. It's 17-0 in favour of the locals. 3 minutes until the end.
Well, great work there again by Scots College on defence, and Solo getting over the top of the ball, winning the turnover penalty, and then also Palmerston North marks 10.
Colorado has failed to find touch and Keelan intercepts on the ball. Trucks aside Lawson, but tramples on the paint as he threatened to scurry away for a try. The first time that Eric Lawson's been stopped this afternoon, and fortuitously for the left wing, Keelan stepped in touch. He's only 68 kilos in Australian born, so you don't expect play like that from him. And he says his hero is Carla Niles, US 7's speed merchant, demonstrated why there with that exciting close. Defensive line out for Scots on the 22. The ball has been stolen by Hanson. Hanson striding towards the post, tackled by the winger, just 4 metres short. A rumble to the paint by Taito. Palmerston North are extremely close. 90 seconds till half-time. Can they break their stalemate? Johnson, held up by Butler, drops the ball meekly. It's on the ground, it's a knock-on. So the misery continues for Palmerston North, but what a strong burst there by Hanson. And Palmerston North finally showing, Brad, that through their forwards industry, they can profit potentially.
Well, they certainly can, and what great work there by Hanson. You can see the pedigree and the surname of the family. He's certainly showing that gusto and earning some pride back into that Palmerston North jersey after a tough 30 minutes.
A minute left till half-time, 17-0, Scots lead. Solo is positioned for the clearance. Scots scored a try from this part of the ground in last Sunday's final. Will they chance their hand? Free kick has been awarded against Palmerston North Boys High School for infraction at the scrum. So she'll take the captain as authorised to tap, and a lame kick to touch. Roger Solo brings down the curtain on the first half. It's been a very good first half for Scots College. 3 tries, 1 of them converted, and they lead Palmerston North Boys High School in this Hurricanes regional semi-final by 17-0. Back with the second half very shortly.
Hey, how are you? Great. Alright.
They got a chance. Rotating scored 4 tries. Okay. Well, it's actually both, but I just scored it like on radio. It's on radio, you make assumption to know what you see with it. So if I was doing it just off the screen, I would be talking something. What I'm trying to do is create a picture for the listener. not only who's got the ball, but where the players. Actually, that's probably more important than where it is. Because if you're listening to it, it doesn't really matter who's got the ball. But if you know where they are, it's the only way to score. That's vital. So, it's a couple of local stations that goes out on. So it's not a big broadcast, but it's still people listening and a small paycheck, so that's why I got it. And it's the Scots played very well the first 20 minutes, and they're very good. This is good to be great in this. What do you think? They just can't break it. No, they haven't got any kind of flair about their game, do they? And the problem I foresee, too, if they start throwing caution to the wind, I think they'll start making mistakes and getting loose. That was very clinical from Scots in the first 20, wasn't it? They were sharp.
You were mentioning in the commentary that game last night at Kirkton Racing. Was 82-7 the actual race? Because that would mean it was 14 tries and only 6 conversions. I thought future conversions were missing every game.
Welcome everybody to Palmerston Park. Scots College up 17 points to 0 first half of the Palmy boys. Just some results coming through in the top 4 qualification. Hastings were too strong for Sunshine. Winning 37 points to 10 after being 10-all at half time. So the winner of this game will travel and pay Hastings place in the final with the Hurricanes. Aotea College, the Porirua boys beat Kapiti 29-7 in the Co-Ed Cup semi-final, so they will travel to Palmy next week and play Fielding High School, win it going to the top 4. And the girls Hurricanes final, St Mary's will take on Manakuta as well next week.
What was the score in the fielding game? Aotea. So what was the Aotea score? Who did they play? Okay.
Also around the regions, Chiefs, Hamilton boys high school were 2 strong for Wesley, winning 26 points to 10. And in the other Chiefs semi-final, Tauranga boys college were 2 strong for Newport boys high school, winning 15 points to 9. So we'll meet in the Chiefs final next week. And up in Auckland, if we really care, we don't really, but King's College beating St Kitts 14-5 in the first half. So the decided Auckland champs already decided Kings will play in the boys' combat and St Kinnegans will play in the Co-Ed.
Thanks, Dave. 17-0. Scots leading Palmerston North Boys High School at half time. These two sides met at the same stage of the season 5 years ago, and remarkably, it was Scots who were down 17-0 at half time, but won. So can Palmerston North Boys High School reverse history? We had great news from the other national competitions too involving Wellington teams. There are 3 competitions staged at Nationals weekend, a co-educational cup and a women's competition as well. St Mary's had won through to the women's final where they will play Manakura, and Aotea College defeated Kapiti College today by 29-7 to earn a fixture with Fielding and Palmerston North next Saturday. Aotea College boasting Rupati Sotialo, one of the most exciting young talents to come through schoolboy rugby in the last decade. You haven't had a chance to witness him in action yet. Don't hesitate. The second half is underway and Roderick Solo has the ball 15 metres out from halfway, surveys the options, chooses to pass to Orion Carlolo. He has 3 to his right. Alolino though took the ball into contact instead. He drives into contact, does the determined number 8. And this time though, he's isolated and turned over by Palmerston North Boys High School. Good tackle by Ben Ruawai in the blindside flanker position. Well, Brad, 17-0 at half time. What did Palmerston North have to do to try and reverse the deficit?
Well, Adam, Palmerston North just need to get back to the basics, keep their structure, and also try to reduce their error rate, which they have had a number of those in the first half. We saw some promise there in the last 5 minutes. So hopefully, this line out here, 5 metres out from Scott's try line, we might be able to see some try scoring action.
In the middle of Oriental Ramatai, Mason.
Scots 17, Palmerston North Boys High School 0. Palmerston North have a line out. Grandstand side of the field, 5 metres out from the line. Gordon throws, the ball has been stolen by Scots. That was the open side flanker and first try scorer Lokatui who poached that one. Scots are 10 metres out from the line. In centre field, Kalolo falls over while making his clearance. Taken on the full by Kalani Grant. Spins it in field for Ruben Love. Jogs up to the 22, accelerates suddenly. Beats 4 defenders. Ruben Love with a showcase of strong talent and power. That's a try for Palmerston North Boys High School. Ruben Love.
Well, he is the star of the back line for Palmerston North Boys High School. And in that spark, and Ruben Love scores the first try of the second half and a vital try for Palmerston North Boys. Score now, 17 points to 5. Ruben Love.
Ruben Love, who was actually from the Wellington area, lived in
Try score from Palmy Boys, Ruben Love!
Palmerston North. That was a beautiful try by Love, and I wonder, Brad, he's slipped up into the back line a number of occasions in the first half. Palmerston North have to throw caution to the wind to try and erase this large deficit against them. Maybe Love could play first 5 where he's played before.
Well, yes, he certainly was a lovely try by Love then. And I think they do need to use it more because they definitely need to get around this talented backline of Scots College. But if they keep doing what they did there, Palmerston North, as the ball is struck by Love, and it's right through the post, so now it is 17 points to 7.
And that was a missed clearance by Orion Carlon. He's missed 2 conversions.
Ruben Love there, 7 points on the board for Palmerston North Boys High School.
Missing 4 kicks in there, 5 points.
17 points.
Evidently big news from the South Island in secondary school rugby as well. Nelson College have won the UC Championship, beating Christchurch Boys High School 35-31. It's the first time in a dozen years that Nelson have won that title. They will play Otago Boys High School to decide the South Island qualifier for the national top 4. Scots College have the ball, 60 metres out from the post. Halalundo shrugs away from 2 defenders and is held up by the Palmerston North defence. 5 out from halfway. Carlolo to Tima Schmidt, unloads for Yuli, the loose head prop, apprehended. 5 metres short of halfway in centre field. Solo to Tima Smith. Beautiful delivery for Lawson. Here comes Lawson again. Flying down that left wing touchline, but he was the recipient of a forward pass from Tima Schmidt. So Palmerston North will have an attacking scrum in a very handy position. 5 in from the far touchline, 45 metres out from goal. But this Tima Schmidt, Brad, he is some talent. He offloaded there like Stephen Adams, and he really does have a promising future. The Year 11 Wellington Under-16 representative.
Well, yes, Year 11, and he is certainly going to be a strong product for Scots College for the next 2 years. An interesting fact is about 10 players in the Scots College First 15 are back next year, so they certainly will be a team to watch out for the next year and a half.
Palmerston North Boys High School have won the attacking scrum, and so Short Take makes the first tackle on the first foray from that scrum. Short Take involved in defence again, but the Palmerston North Boys High School player on his wallet, Pete loops a pass out to Wenham. The ball dribbles out to Chance Marlowe at centre, and Marlowe is barreled by Lokatui and Stewart. Midfield, 35 metres out from the line. The hooker is Gordon. Gordon bashes his way up towards the 22, grounded 25 out. Taito, on it goes for the wing. That's Kalani Grant, and Grant chips and chases inside the 22. Palolo fields under duress, shrugs away from the defender. Palolo's kick is charged down, and the ball is over the dead ball line as Marlowe threatened. It's a 22 for Scots College, but once again, Palmerston North Boys High School making inroads through them. Titanium front row, they really are big guys. Tupo, Gordon and Taito.
Oh yes, they certainly are big men, and Taito in particular. They definitely have been put through the boarding hostel food program.
17-7. 5 minutes played in the second half. Ruben Love has the ball at the 10-metre mark. Anything could happen here. Love ventures across field and links with the winger Keelan, and Keelan's a flyer as well. Advances played within 35 metres of the Scots post. Palmerston North enjoying their best passage of the match. They narrowly missed a try just before half-time as Halolino makes a tackle on Ruai in centre field, 35 metres out from the line. Here comes Marlow, the centre again, scurries to the 22, Webster Nonu has him covered, and Marlow threw a pass as he was drifting over the touchline, which was intercepted by Solo. Referee Jack Sargentina has called a halt to proceedings, and here's will be a scrum for Scots College. That was a forward pass, I believe.
Yes, that's right, Adam. It was a forward pass, so we'll have a scrum here for Palmerston North by the looks of it, right on the 5 metre mark, about 6 metres out from Scott's try line. The Palmerston North have really had all the ball in the start of the second half, Adam. They've been very impressive. They're showing us what they are capable of after what was a rather disappointing first half.
17-7. 28 minutes remaining. Hurricanes Regional Semi-Final. The winner to play Hastings Boys High School next Saturday. Hastings trounced Silverstream by 37-10. Hastings top 4 winners 2 years ago. Big scrum from Palmerston North Boys High School. Scots are splattered, but they managed to clear the ball to Ethan Webster Nonu. Running boldly from his own post. Links with Solo, and he's flung down by Keelan at the 22. Scots are isolated at the breakdown. Palmerston North plough in. Scots regroup though. The ball is stacked and available. And Carlolo has it. Tina Schmidt was tackled by Wenham. Midfield, 20 metres out from the line. Stewart for Carlolo, refusing to kick. Swings a pass to Webster Nonu. Webster Nonu stumbles at the 22. And then he threw a forward pass. Well, that's rather reckless play by Ethan Webster Nonu. He was ankle-tapped desperately, and in a forlorn attempt to engineer an attack down the blind side, he threw a pass which dribbled forward and presented Palmerston North with an attacking scrum. 20 metres out, 10 metres in from touch, and this is what we saw from Scots last week, Brad. They really invited Silverstream into the game, particularly in that first 20 minutes when Akira Iramia and Ray Harder-Dalton were able to cross the chalk.
Oh, they certainly were, and in particular, that last 10 minutes for Scots College in their final against Silverstream, there was a comedy of errors, and Kalolo's boot was definitely no radar whatsoever. Obviously didn't have his carrots the night before, because he was not kicking the ball out at all very well, and they just hung on for dear life, Scots, and so just made a few errors here, reminiscent of what happened last Sunday, so they just need to address that.
Scots 17, Palmerston North Boys High School 7, Palmerston North scrum, 20 metres out from the Scots line. Heaping drifts across field, links with Ruben Love up from fullback. Here comes Love again, wide for Grant, Grant for the corner, that's a beautiful crossover by Richard Solo. He flashed across and shut down a second try. It was almost George Gregan on Jeff Wilson there.
Oh, almost was a bit like that famous Bledisloe Cup match in Sydney. Stadium's not there, but Gregan's still there, and that was reminiscent of that famous try-stopping tackle there.
Roderick Solo is a national secondary schools hurdles champion, and he showed why with a blistering showcase of speed and strength there. Tima Schmidt wins the defensive line out, 5 metres out from the line. Halorino has it, tackled by Trotter. Stewart retreats for Carlolo, a wonky clearance. This one floats down to Grant at the 10 metre mark. Can Grant repeat his thrust towards the corner? He fires a pass instead to Ruben Love. On it goes to a stand. Hanson rampaging down the wing. Runs into his opposite lock, Tima Schmidt. Players are structured with 2 locks ranging on the wing. Rick Forms at the 22 for Palmerston North. And a juggle and a catch by Love. Ferrets into contact. Tackled by Lokatui. Errant pass this time by Aldrich. Is not forward by Heaney, but it's a penalty for Palmerston North, and this one is in a kicking range. 25 metres out, just to the left of the uprights. Jack Sargentina with a violent shrill on his whistle. a rating save shall take. Captain of Scots, who was the Hutt Valley Sports Person of the Year last year. Played professional baseball, New Zealand age group softball, and for the New Zealand national sevens rugby as well. So, penalty for Palmerston North, midfield, 22 metres out. Ruben Love has rejected the prospect of 3. Palmerston North seeking greater profit. Love jabs it into the corner and finds the line on the 5x5 grandstand side of the field. Palmerston North have struggled in the lineouts this afternoon. Tima Schmidt has been very disruptive. Dominic Ropetti, who they call Domu Lonu, is also in a depth jumper. He's 6'3". Hurricanes only representative this year. A lot of movement in the line-out, but Gordon finds the Palmerston North jumper. Palmerston North congregate closely together. Rumble forcefully towards the line. Hanson has it. He's shut down though by Bird and the Scots defence. Palmerston North on the 5x5. Gordon travels around the corner. Thrown to ground by Tima Schmidt. 5 in from touch. 5 metres short of goal. Baha with a crucial intervention. Palmerston North though dictating terms in the second half with their close, combative, rugged approach. Another penalty on the 5x5, and Palmerston North into that fruitful line that they resort to that tactic again. This time they've called a scrum, and with 23 minutes to go, and Scots leading by 17-7. If Scots can establish a stable platform here, watch for Ruben Love slipping in from fullback.
Well, they try to get the stable platform right and get Ruben Love through there to score a try. What we're seeing here, Adam, is a series of penalties against Scots College. This happened in the second half against Silver Street. They weren't yellow carded. But as we know, referee Sergeant Tina is pretty tough on his whistle. He did go to Wellington College after all.
17-7. The scrum forms on the 5x5. Scots push Palmerston North backwards. And with a penalty! Well, that was a big moment there. Blake Rogers has come on the field in jersey 16 in the second half. After conceding 3 in the Premier 1 final in the first 35 minutes alone last week, he's vindicated his selection here with that moral victory. Scots College from the penalty clearance, a found touch at the 22, grandstand side of the field. 17-7 is the score in favour of the Wellington champions. As Palmerston North Boys High School have made 3 replacements at the same time. Darius Mafaleo, who's 145 kilos, look out GNS Sciences, he's come on the field in jersey 16. He's 6'3" as well, that is enormous. The Pacifica leader, and also the other prop has come on, that's Faleti Satia Lupo Oyuo. Scots liner on the 22, but to Tima Schmidt. I think that was Ropetti on that occasion. Halilino running again in centre field, pulled down by Gordon, 25 metres out from the line. Carlolo spirals it wide for Solo. Can he link with Dawson? Solo is shut down on that occasion, isolated at the breakdown. Palmerston North rumble through and extract the turnover, and Ben Ruwai has it in 18. Ruwai is only 22 metres out. 20 minutes left, 17-7 as Palmerston North carry through Ruben Love. And Ruben Love is trapped 15 metres out from the line. Heapy, strong tackle by Halililo. Palmerston North 15 metres out from the line as Ruben Love ventures up from fullback again, dragged down by Lokatui, and then Ropetti makes a tackle on Mafaleo. Palmerston North midfield 15 metres out from the line. Gordon, short pass for Wenham, and Wenham is clobbered by Halililo, and that's another penalty for Scots, who take it quickly and then instructed to return to the mark of the original infringement. 20 minutes to play, Scots 17, Palmerston North 7.
Well, yet again, Scots on the ball, earning the penalty for the turnover against Palmerston North. Palmerston North Boys High School. Sorry, I just choked on my tongue there. I don't know what the hell happened there. But Palmerston North, good structure, but just giving the ball away.
That's what he used to do as a referee as well, folks. So Palmerston North have a concession of a line out here. Scots 25 metres shy of their own line. They've been anchored inside their own half for the last 10 minutes. But he's played an excellent game. Robust on defence and precise on the three. Throws short to Roadhead. He juggles and spills. Good disruption by Aldridge, who now collects the fumble and squashed by Butler. 15 out from the 22. Here comes Mafaleo, the biggest player on the field. And he's the recipient of a scrum call. Knocked aside Halalilo. So 17-7. It's a Palmerston North attacking scrum. 5 metres in from the grandstand touchline. 10 out from the 22 as Palmerston North make a change at halfback. The lively Aldridge has departed. And number 20 has come on the field. That's Logan Love. That's the younger brother of Reuben Love, the solitary try scorer in the game. Interestingly, Gordon, the hooker, is packing down at number 8 in the scrum for Palmerston North. Logan Love feeds the ball, makes the clearance for the left wing, Kalani Grant. And Grant is tackled by Lokatui, 20 metres out from the line. A dash by Love. He almost broke clean through. Halalilo stopped that. Palmerston North only 5 metres out. Grant wrestling towards the line. Apprehended a metre short. Sargentina signals advantage for Palmerston North. Scots are wobbling as Hanson plows to within a metre of the post. Logan Love, the halfback, searches for the ball. It's available. He dummies again. Dives. Appeals for a try and has scored. Logan Love, 2 touches. The first a 20-metre break, the second a try. Get your pacemakers out, folks. It's 17-12 with 18 to go.
Love is in the air. Every time I look around. And a great try there indeed by Reuben Love.
Logan Love with the second try, and it's 17-12. And Brad is risking his life trying to emulate John Paul Young here. Conversion attempt for
try scorer there from Palmerston North boys by Logan Love.
Try 15 metres out from goal. It's 17-12. Now the rules here, if it's a draw, the first try scorer goes through, so that's Scots. If it's equal on tries, Scots also go through as the higher ranked of the two teams. So Palmerston North have to win the game, and they're only 3 behind now as Logan Love sends the conversion into the car park. So it's 17-14 with 17 minutes to play.
In this game.
Well, will Scots College have to emulate some of the defence
a great contest
that they showed last Sunday? Well and good to have this glamorous backline, and sometimes you have to defend. Scots showed they could do that
Everyone who have travelled outside
Sunday afternoon. 17-14.
Especially for you.
William Finlay, the conner, is shaking as the kickoff is made by Orion Carlolo and taken by Hanson. He's actually a relation of the Lovelocks too.
Welcome to the
Plenty pedigree in the Hanson family. It's a penalty for Palmerston North. 15 out from the 22. And Scots have made a replacement to try and stem the tide here. 17-14, 3 tries to 2. And Reuben Love with a ginormous clearance. He's raked off 50 metres with that punt, and Palmerston North will have an attacking line out 20 metres out from the line, far side of the field. Palmerston North were down by a dozen and beat Tauranga Boys College. They also had a comeback victory against Rotorua Boys High School and St Pat Silver Street, so they are familiar with playing catch-up. Gordon throws to the line-out. Palmerston North win clean possession and congregate around the secure ball carrier and try and mount a ball. And they've knocked it on though. Well, that's a facet of their game that hasn't functioned at all well this afternoon. 15 minutes to play. Scots 17, Palmerston North Boys High School 14. Brad.
Well, there's certainly a lot of attack left in Palmerston North's play, even though they've made a lot of mistakes. this whole second half, Scots have been on the back foot, and Palmerston North definitely have a chance here, even though it's Scots scrum feed. If they can get their scrum right and earn a penalty turnover, then there is a chance for another try here.
Defensive scrum for Scots, 5 in from touch, 15 metres out from their own line. Stewart for Carlolo, employs his right boot, wobbles it into centre field. Love rushes across, takes the ball on the full, charges over the 10 metre mark, approaches the 22, well contained though by the Scots defence. As Mafaleo carries vigorously to the 22 and plants the ball quickly for Logan Love. Heaphy kicks wide for the left wing, that's Kalani Grant. He takes the ball, he stands up Webster-Nonu, he throws a pass inside to Webster-Nonu. Webster-Nonu is tackled a metre short of the line by Love as Carlolo hacks a kick towards centre field. It bounces at the 22. Heaphy does a ring-a-rosy around the ball. It's taken by Ruben Love. Love is tackled by Locatelli, 20 metres out from the line. Palmerston North, they have a 5-on-3 out wide, but they didn't see it. Stewart, a crucial tackle. Palmerston North, 15 metres out from the line. Can they seize the lead? A juggle, a run across field by Johnson. The head prefect now loads for Love, and Love crawls to within 5 of the line. Scott swinging by Gallows pole here. Palmerston North, only a metre out from the line. It's a charge by Palmerston North, and they're over. Palmerston North have scored to take an unlikely lead, and we have some technical difficulties here.
You dropped your phone.
Oh shit again.
That's all good.
Sweet.
You're back in action.
So Palmerston North have scored a try. The phone is splattered everywhere. Blood, sweat and tears steaming down as Palmerston North take the lead with 13 minutes to go. Well, Brad, take us through that try.
Well, what a fantastic build-up yet again by Palmerston North. They're a lot more organised than what you are holding a phone at them. But Palmerston North here have the lead. With only about 12 minutes to go, Scots College are out on their feet. They've got another man down. And Palmerston North are just sensing an opportunity here to build a sustainable lead.
19 to 17, 3 tries each. So the conversion is 15 metres in from touch, 25 metres out from goal. Ruben Love strikes that one like a missile.
Ruben Love is successful with the conversion.
1 to 17. Palmerston North
High School take the lead, 21-17 over Scots College.
There's no wins to speak of here. It's just Palmerston North industry in the forwards. And impact off the bench, which has changed this game. A deep kick off by Carlolo. He's looked insecure again as Love makes a beautiful putt down to the 10-metre mark. Scots territory. Carlolo, a wild pass in field for Roderick Solo. Steps off his left foot. Isolated in a 2-man tackle. He managed to string away from one defender though and is grounded. 10 out from his own 22. Jonty Bird carries to within 10 of halfway. Stopped by the Palmerston North defence. Scots have made a change at halfback. And Awalui is on the field as well in 18. Carlolo fires it wide for save short take. Can the captain engineer something? Caught by Gordon. 10 out from halfway. 10 in from the grandstand touchline. A ruck form. Scott's new halfback is Wanoa. And he's clobbered by the Palmerston North defence. Keeping very brave. Solo has it, a wide pass for Tima Schmidt. On it goes for Lawson, and Lawson's lost it forward. 5 short of halfway. 5 in from the far touchline. Well, 21 to 17. Palmerston North now leading.
Just confirming
They've
the
scored
last
all the
high
points in the
school
second half. And still playing with a lot of panic. In the first half, Brad, we saw their forwards, particularly Tima Schmidt and Halolilo, carry effectively before they utilised their speed merchants out wide.
Well, yes, they've been very quiet the second half, those particular individuals you named. Also, particular Isaac Silo. Isaac Silo was a star last week in the final. against St. Pat's Silverstream, and today he's been kept very quiet. Hardly heard his name mentioned a lot, but Palmerston North, aren't they playing well in particular? Their forward pack, particularly with their changes that come on, Mayfield and also Barwai, they are doing fantastic as we just have an injury stoppage here.
21-17, Palmerston North leading Scots College, 10 minutes to play. Repeating those results from earlier this afternoon involving Wellington teams in the female competition. St Mary's have won through to the final, where they will play Manakura. St Mary's won the national top 4 title 2 years ago, and the other significant result from a Wellington and very much local standpoint is Aotea College, right here in Poronua, defeated Kapiti College by 29-7. So Aotea College 1 win away from appearing in the Nationals. So Palmerston North have a scrum. Essentially on the 10 metre mark, Scots territory. Ruben Love is working ominously. And he'd be the first 5. He's played a very assured second half. In his first season of the first 15. He really has stamped his authority on the 10 jersey. Massive push by Scots at the scrum, and they've won a penalty. Well, that's some achievement given the Palmerston North tight head is 145 kilos. So Scots with the penalty, 5 metres shy of the halfway mark. That's like trying to push the Rocket Gibraltar up a hill. So, O'Ryan Carlolo makes the kick for touch and finds the line at the 10 metre mark. The myth of Sisyphus has come true at Jerry Collins Stadium. A 145 kilo prop has been shoved off the ball and conceded a penalty. To throw to the line out. 40 metres separating Scots and the lead. Ropetti transfers for Butler, and Butler briskly stampedes to within 10 of the 22. Carlolo, save short take dummy, straightens, well contained by Trotter. 15 out from the 22. Wanoa to Jonty Byrne, tackled by Mafaleo. Midfield, 25 metres out from the line. Carlolo, a wide pass for Halalilo. 2 to his left, including Ropetti. And Ropetti is tackled 25 metres out from the line. Isolated at the breakdown. Bryn Gordon has his hands on the ball for Palmerston North. And illegally, so it's a penalty for Scots. 25 metres out from the line, far side of the field. And O'Ryan Carlolo will seek the line. And he kicks it out. He actually finds touch. That was a problem last week. And Scots have a line out 15 metres up from the line. 21-17. Palmerston North Boys High School leading. This would be a major upset if Palmerston North was to win. Scots have only lost twice this year. Palmerston North lost twice in the Super 8 alone. Butler throws. Cody Lokatui the target this time. Halalilo, Carlolo the midfield crash merchant. Scots are 15 metres out from the line. Can they arrest this game? Ruck forms. Wanoa clears for number 23 who's on the field. That's a Campbell. And he's 15 metres out from the line. Wanoa, the mockhead halfback. Fires it left for Halalulo. Shut down by Ruwai. 15 metres out from the line. Ropetti runs into Hanson and is stopped on the 5x5. Wanoa stretching into the ruck, extracts the ball and then supplies for a forward who ploughs to within 2 metres of the line. Wanoa to Halalilo. The strapping Tongan number 8, tackled by Gordon, just 5 metres out from the line. This is where it counts, Scots. Solo at first receiver, out to save short take, and short take is barreled by Ruben Love. Scots have lost 10 metres, they're at the 22. And Solo releases to Westamonu. Westamonu 5 metres out, fires it back on the inside for Heaven, and Heaven is a blade of grass short. Wanoa stretches in, makes the pass left to Butler, and Butler is tackled by Johnson. From the line, Wanoa to Carlolo, right to Halalilo.
There was a try before the
Lawson again goes and scores his second try.
Scored by number 11, Eric Lawson.
2 penalties. They get down inside Palmerston North's 22. And they drift their forwards in. They sucked them in. And they were stretched. Very stretched. They closed in.
We are setting up for a fine grandstand finish here. 5 minutes remaining in this match. Conversions to count down, eat up a good minute.
A final try for Scots College. With only 5 minutes to go, 22 points to 21. Scots back in front.
There have been a lot of dramatic Hurricanes finals over the years. Wellington College and Gisborne boys had a draw 12 years ago. Wellington unbeaten the whole season, lost on the draw. Ryan Carlolo with the sideline conversion. 5 metres in from touch, 22 metres out. The ball is on the way. It's a good looking strike, but it floats away to the right. No profit for Carlolo, but Scots have the lead by 22 to 21.
And this the final 4.5 minutes.
to play.
Scots College holding a slender lead over Palmerston.
Brad, much required, and Campbell and the halfback, you're turning.
Regardless of who you're supporting, make sure you make some noise for these the final minutes
Oh, they certainly
of
are.
this game, the Hurricane semi-final.
Second half. And we've got a crucial last 4 minutes here for Palmerston North. Can they do it?
Scots 22, Palmerston North 21. 3.5 minutes left. A deep kick off by Palmerston North. Scots field the ball, 15 metres out. Wanoa has it. They persist with this brave running target, and Solo has broken. Running counter attack. 10 metre mark. Toppled by Love. Well, Scots, they certainly play some ambitious rugby, and it makes for thrilling viewing. Scots 10 metres out from halfway. Can they be more subdued and wind down the clock, or will they continue their free-running spirit? Winston Onu has it. Tackled by Johnson. Links with Carlolo. Tackled by Gordon. Struggling to make it to the ground is Carlolo, but he gets there. 35 metres away from their own post. Scots College persists to hold the ball. Palmerston North are struggling now to hang on to their angles. And then there's a penalty, Brad. Contentious ball. McLeod ahead. This is a penalty for Palmerston North. Midfield 35 metres out.
And 35 metres out, and it's pretty much straight in front. If you're Palmerston North, it's going to be a shot at goal, no doubt.
What was the call?
The call there was the Frenchman at the breakdown. Fell off his feet. So a massive call there in these last moments of the game. And they are going through the boots. Ruben Love to go here and try and seal the deal.
Ruben Love was the engineer of Palmerston North's unlikely comeback. It was 17-0 at half-time. And Love scored a spectacular individual try at the start of the second half to commence a 21-0 run. Scots took the lead through Eric Lawson, but Ruben Love has the chance to reclaim it for Palmerston North. The ball is in the air. It's high. It's straight. It's through.
Palmerston North
Under
boys
pressure.
overtaking Scots College 34-22.
Scots 22, there's 90 seconds left.
The clock suggests a minute and a half remaining.
Well, yes, the people on the Facebook page aren't happy with that call, but what an impressive penalty kick by Ruben Love. He's certainly been the star for Palmerston North today.
Palmerston North Boys High School have won the kickoff. 15 out from the 22. Their strategy here, employ their forwards and tangle the ball up. Can Scots extract a turnover? Palmerston North Boys High School have made it. Anxious juggle inside their 22. Heatley has it. He's isolated by 4 at the ruck. 10 out from the 22. Scots pleading for a turnover. A counter ruck happens. Palmerston North regroup. Where is the ball? Forensic scientists required. Gordon emerges. And a heroic 5-metre crawl. Palmerston North 10 out from the 22 as Mafaleo barges forward. Logan Love, the replacement halfback. He's been a source of inspiration in the second half. Palmerston North have considered a penalty. And this one is about 25 metres out. And Scots have tapped the ball. No faith in Orion Carlolo's erratic boot. Hamalilo carries the ball to within 5 over the 22. Who can kick a drop goal? Johnny Bird, perhaps. He's static and tackled by Johnson. Midfield, 35 metres out from the line. Warner to Carlolo. Staggers across field. Safe short take has it. Releases to Westamanu. And Westamanu is tackled by Trotter. 10 out from the 22. 10 in from the British touchline. Carlolo. A run by number 18, Awalua. He was smashed by Mafalei. Swallow has it 40 metres out. Orion Carlolo. Tackled by Love. 35 metres out from the line. Palmerston North, feverish at the breakdown. Can't expect the turnover. They had 6 on 3. Solo fires it right. Through Campbell. Saves your take. On it goes. He fumbled the ball. Number 11, Crosser.
For full time on that one. Victorious here upon 24.
And they pull it from the head
the Scots coming.
to the Hurricanes regional final. The
And we'll be traveling next week to take on Hastings Boys.
High school through and a wild finish.
The final of the Hurricanes.
24-22.
Wow, this game had it all. First half it was all Scots, and for most of the second half it was Palmerston North, but Scots struck back.
And in fact, Palmerston North boys won't be
Tried to hold
traveling
the
at
ball for
all.
the last 2
Because the
minutes,
final
they
will
were
be
in
in
line. And Scots tried to use their backs and they lost the ball forward. And Palmerston North held on for a very famous win. They will be playing Hastings Boys next week in the Hurricanes final, and the winner of that will go on to the top 4. It's going to be exciting next 2 weeks.
So everyone here, safe travels.
Rugby, Adam.
Have a safe
The final
weekend.
next week is going to be interesting, but fair play to Scots. They really.
Please congratulations to Scots College, the Wellington Secondary School Boys champions.
Too late.
It was 4 tries to
Whose journey has come to an end here at Poonamore Park in the Hurricanes top 4 semi-final.
What's the difference? Undoubtedly the Palmerston
To the victors, the Spurs, Palmerston North Boys High School. Congratulations. Well done and all the best in the final next week.
Winning the local championship and 16 out of 19. But it's Palmerston North Boys High School or Hastings Boys High School who will be the Hurricanes representative at the national top 4 in a fortnight's time. Palmerston North, the most unlikely winners here, 17-0 down at half time. They have beaten Scots 24-22. Right, we're done. Well, there you go. There's high school rugby in New Zealand. It's pretty crazy. That's good stuff. So, you think that's good? The national stuff's even better.
Yeah. Good game, eh?
That would have looked brilliant on your feed there. That's as good as it gets, really. You know,
How many do you have watching?
Oh, it's that 200 one, over 200 one stays.
not too bad.
Yeah.